You're listening to the Pipe Bomb Podcast.
It's the Pipe Bomb Podcast.
The following podcast is rated S and may contain following themes of nudity via @simpelly_, wrestling preachings, low-key readings. Listeners might witness biased WWE fan draggings, indie talk, wig snatching, tea-spilling arguments, but most importantly, shade. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions of our panelists do not reflect our hopes and dreams of getting WWE creative/writing contracts.
Viewer's discretion is advised.
Hello, hello, hello! Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pipe Bomb Podcast. It's Jimmy Vibes here. And today we're going to be talking about Raw, backstage segments with Bayley and Foxy, Sasha and Charlotte off Monday Night Raw, Eva Marie and the Mick Foley thing on social media. Also we have Emelina, a no call, a no show, and Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch on Smackdown. Then we'll move on to NXT with the Icons, tribute to the troops, and Total Divas, and then we're going to talk about the championship. Did you guys see the new championship that WWE just debuted today at a press conference? Hey everybody, it's Jimmy Vibes here, and I'm here alone. No joke, guys. Legit. I'm here alone, like the boss. You got that? See, that worked. Legit, like the boss. Yeah, but guys, it's really me this time, just alone. Sam was supposed to join me, but he couldn't make it. But the show must go on. Right? Am I right? I don't want you guys coming at me on Twitter like, bitch, where's the fucking show? We gotta wait another whole fucking week for a show. So I said, I'm gonna put up a show from the people. So here I am. And I'm just gonna go through everything with you guys. And let's see if it works out. Well, it's only 4 of us now, so, you know, hey, gotta make it happen. So, first thing I want to touch on is the comment section on the last video. Y'all, I swear, Naomi is the Beyonce of fucking WWE. She's not treated like the Beyonce, but her fan base is definitely the beehive of the WWE. Y'all don't play. Y'all do not fucking play. And one of the listeners tried to drag me into some Neymar mess on fucking Twitter this week. I said, nope. No parts. I've already dealt with the name mob. They damn near scraped me bald. I was like, I'm not doing it. But, yeah, you guys are going in at the comment sections, and, keep it going. I love it. I like it when it gets messy in the comment section, so have a ball. I ain't gonna tell you guys to stop. Just keep commenting. Also, I want you guys to go on our Twitter, and I want you guys to fucking follow through with the TPP WWE Alumni Tournament World Cup. I think that's what we're calling it. I'm not sure. But that's what's going on our Twitter account, @_RealPipeBomb. And go on there and vote for your favorite alumni. There's Jazz, there's Trish Stratus, Lita, Tori Wilson, Christy Hemme, Ariel, Michelle McCool, Layla, Beth, Candace, girl, you know it. They're all on there, so go vote for your favorite. Our past winners, we did one for the Indies, and we did one for WWE. Our past winner for the Indies was Mandy Leon, one of our good girlfriends. Hey, Mandy. And I spoke of her earlier, Naomi. That name up rides hard for that girl. Naomi won our WWE version of the World Cup. So it's super cool, it's super fun, it's really interactive with the fans, so the fandoms and the fan bases can all go at it with each other, bitch. So have a ball, go over there, make sure you guys put in your votes. Another thing is, which I'm really excited for, we're bringing back Behind the Shade. Behind the Shade is coming back, keeping up with the shade, girl, don't play. Yeah, so we got all our questions, we're all ready to go, so pretty soon we're going to be recording that, and we're going to be debuting that real soon. I'm not going to give you bitches a date yet, because I'll be the bitch sitting down editing all this shit. And the holidays are right around the corner, and I want to chill too. I want to sip on the Kool-Aid. I want to fucking have my drinks. I want to roll up an L. I want to hang out too during the holiday seasons. So I don't need you guys hounding me down. Where's Behind the Shade? Mainly not you guys. Mainly the people on TPP, like Gigi, Nick, and Sam. Oh my god. But just kidding. But yeah, so it'll be out soon, shortly after we all record our parts. So, I think those are all the announcements I had. I don't have Nick here to remind me if I forgot anything. Also, follow us on Instagram. The Pipe Bomb Podcast on IG. So, yeah. I think I did it all. Whew. Now I can take a sip. Alright. On that one. So, let's talk about Monday Night Raw, guys. Monday Night Raw, for me, it was a bit lackluster. I feel like not much was going on for the women on Monday Night Raw, but we had some moments. I like that All right. First of all, we had a segment with Alicia Fox and Bayley backstage, which was recorded previously earlier. I guess it was on the pre-show or something like that. And last week I made a mention like WWE, don't tell us about us, don't tell us about it. Show us what the fuck happened. So I'm glad that they showed us the backstage segment with Foxy, walking in on Bayley and, being all over the top and everything. And then she's talking about, like, she don't got time for Bayley because she's going to go worry about her man. And then she flips her hair in Bayley's face and she keeps it moving. And Bayley's looking at her like, girl, you fucking crazy. So I really like this build-up for this feud that's going on with Alicia Fox and Bayley. It's really something good for Foxy. I feel like Foxy needs something to cement her legacy in WWE. And you know what? To be honest with you guys, she's in a good spot right now working with somebody like Bayley, but she's not capitalizing on it. She's not. You guys know I keep it real on TPP. And I feel like Alicia Fox is not capitalizing on it. This is a big feud. Bayley is one of the biggest superstars that WWE has. And Alicia Fox is not tweeting about anything. Not a damn thing. Nothing about the feud. Nothing about Cedric Alexander. She's just like, collecting a paycheck. Whatever, Alicia, this is your job. This is what you do. You've been doing it for so many years. What the fuck does the guy on a podcast know? I know that's probably what she's thinking if she was to listen to this. But girl, I'm just speaking as an observer. There's no connect with you and your fan base and your storyline. And you should take some notes from Miss Eva Marie. I'm just going to say it like that because Eva Marie did a good job when the bitch was just mentioned on fucking Monday Night Raw, but we'll get into that. So we can move over. We move forward into the match. Bayley and Alicia Fox had a great match. I feel like these two have great chemistry. I guess that's why I'm a little hard on Foxy because she's not, playing around with Bayley on social media and stuff. Because I know Bayley's doing it. Bayley's taking pictures with fucking Cedric. Girl, why do I keep calling this fine man Cedric the fucking Entertainer? Cedric Alexander, bitch. Note it. Know it. Be it. Okay, I got it. So Bayley, if you guys go back in our Instagram account, I posted up a picture of Bayley and Cedric, and I was like, this is so cool. Look at Bayley is doing exactly what I fucking want Foxy to do, but that's either here or there. So they had a great match, great chemistry between the two of them, and Bayley ended up with the win. And it was a good match. It was a good, cute little segment. And I hope it continues on because they're very entertaining on television, Bayley and Foxy. Love it. So, moving on. Sasha and Charlotte, they showed a promo package of Sasha and Charlotte. But they weren't showcased on Monday Night Raw. And a lot of people are like, oh, where are they? No Sasha, no Charlotte. Y'all the same tired hoes complaining about Sasha and Charlotte's feud. But now y'all mad that they're not on Monday Night Raw. I don't get it. But, Sasha, they showed a video package promoting their match for Roadblock this weekend, and I think it's not bad that they weren't on Monday Night Raw. I don't think it's awful. They were still highlighted. They were showcased. They were a focal point of this pay-per-view. There was a great build in the segment that they would be in. They just replaced it with a promo, and I'm okay with that because on Sunday they're gonna have an amazing match. Come on, a 30-minute Iron Woman match. Okay, we're here for it. Moving on. Mick fucking Foley. Mick Foley had a great segment with, damn, I am running through this shit. Mick Foley had a great segment with, what's his name? Sami Zayn. Sorry, Zayn. He told Sami Zayn, he's trying to fire up Sami Zayn, get that fire in his belly, get Sami Zayn going, get him all pissed and riled up. What does he give Sami Zayn? What does he shade Sami Zayn with? We traded you to SmackDown for Eva fucking Marie. Eva Marie. I was just like, girl, bye. I was like, is this for real? Is this for real? And fucking Sammy was all pissed. It worked. Mick Foley tells him it's a hoax. Da-da-da-da. They move on. Sammy's all pissed, everything. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is with Mick Foley mentioning Eva Marie, that set off Twitter. Twitter went into a frenzy. Eva Marie was trending overnight, bitch. And I was just like, yes, Eva Marie, you better fucking collect them coins. Eva Marie, not even on Monday Night Raw, and she's fucking trending. It's amazing. And people just say that she's not a great persona for wrestling. Maybe I should be careful. But fuck it. She's a perfect persona for wrestling. She is. She's a heel. She's a natural heel. People just want to hate this girl. And I love that she finally realized the wrestling culture and the mentality of a heel. And she's bathing in it. She's loving it. And I'm so glad that Eva Marie finally woke up. Because before that shit used to hurt her. So Eva Marie put out a tweet. I quote, trending worldwide on a show I'm not even on. Hashtag Raw. I don't even need to step into a building to cause a fuzz. Hashtag star. Hashtag Raw. Increase that offer. Dollar sign, dollar sign. Negotiations fell through. Negotiations, sorry guys, fell through. Hashtag Raw can't afford my contract at WWE. Hashtag call my agent. Devil horns. Yes, Eva fucking Marie. You better get in that. You better reap the benefits for your name getting dropped on Monday Night Raw. And head over to social media where all the crazy fans be and get your face out there. We saw her doing on Total Divas last week. Eva Marie is not afraid of sticking her neck out there and get what she fucking wants. Eva Marie is a go-getter. She's a businesswoman. She has a great head on her fucking shoulders. A beautiful head on her shoulders. Let me correct myself. And, you know, she took advantage of it. Like, I got mentioned by a Hall of Famer on Monday Night Raw in an intense segment. Girl, I'm running with it. I'm running with it. She took that shit to Twitter and she started fucking trending. And it's not even a show she's on. Eva Marie has not been seen on WWE television since September, I believe. And, you know, Eva, good for fucking you. Good for you, girl. I'm proud of Eva Marie. Eva Marie she just keeps going up and up and up and up and up. And some of the women that are on the roster right now, they should really take notes from Eva Marie. Not towards like the wrestling side, but maybe towards the business aspect of branding yourself. Because a lot of these people blame WWE. When I say people, I say fans. You guys like to blame WWE for holding people back. And you can't really do that. Sometimes you got to step out and get things on your own. Like Eva Marie is doing that. The Bella Twins are finally doing that. But they do have that backup of that machine, WWE, because WWE definitely pumps out the fucking Bella Twins. But look at, for instance, Celeste, Caitlyn. Caitlyn has her own business going. She sells yoga pants, and her business is doing amazing. You know, like she backed it herself. Tori Wilson. Tori Wilson has her whole fitness app and all that cool shit. It's like these women go out and they get what they want. You gotta do that for yourself. WWE ain't gonna do it for you. You know what I mean? So, Eva Marie smartened up real quick. She knows exactly what she's doing. She has a great team behind her. On top of that, her manager is The Rock's ex-wife, who's also managing The Rock right now. Eva Marie has an amazing team. So, I'm going to need the other girls. Come on. You guys got to get with it. Get with the winning team, ho. In my Jocelyn Hernandez voice. But, you know, speaking of the winning team, fucking Emelina was supposed to debut on Monday Night Raw. Now, bitch, let me tell story time. I got time. Ain't nobody here to rush me. So I'm like, you know, I'm hanging out with my man, and we're just chilling, and he's like, oh, can we watch Game of Thrones? Because you guys know I'm a big Game of Thrones nerd, and I got him into it, so now he's, like, invested with Game of Thrones. So we just finished season 1. So, it was Monday night, so we're just hanging out, and Raw's about to start, and he's like, he wants to watch Love and Hip Hop. I said, fine, we'll watch Love and Hip Hop. And put on Love and Hip Hop while I have Monday Night Raw recording. And then come to find out, Love and Hip Hop was 2 hours fucking long on Monday. I said, y'all can only get 1 hour of my life. I cannot give 2 hours of ratchetry. I just can't. So I was like, so I'm watching the episode. This shit's running way too long. I'm like, yo, it's been over an hour. And come to see, it's like 9:20-ish. So I'm like, oh, nope. I gotta see if Emelina's there. I watch the first hour, fast forward through, here, da-da-da, catch Bayley and da-da-da, move on. No Emma. I catch up to live time. So I'm like, all right, no Emma yet. Whatever. We'll watch an episode of Game of Thrones. Put on an episode of Game of Thrones, watch Game of Thrones. And then I'm like, oh my god, it's 10:30. Let me go see if fucking Emelina showed up. If she's going to show up yet. Blah, blah, blah. So we finish an episode of Game of Thrones. I go, switch back to Monday Night Raw. And I fast forward to go see if Emma's here. So I fast forward to real time. It's fucking 10:30. I'm looking at my clock. I'm like, what's going on? Where is Miss Emelina? They told me last week. I'm looking at him. I'm like, didn't they say that it was going to be this week? He's like, yeah. I'm pretty sure they said it was going to be this week. I'm like, what's going on? Twitter's going in a frenzy. Where the hell's Emelina? The main event's starting. I'm like, oh, I guess Emelina ain't showing up. I guess we ain't worth it. Miss Emelina did a no call, no show on Monday Night fucking Raw. I hope to God that this is something that they talk about next week on Raw. Oh, Emma was supposed to debut last week on Monday Night Raw. She was a no-call, no-show. Da-da-da. When is she going to show up? Is she going to come? This is just going to be a great build for Emma. I know a lot of people are upset. Where is she? I need her. I'm tired of Sasha and Charlotte. We need something new on Monday Night Raw. Blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, the demand is amazing. Because I'm rushing home to watch Monday Night Raw. I'm fast-forwarding segments, watching TV shows, flipping back to try to catch Emelina. There's a demand for her. So I'm like, I see what WWE is doing with Emma. Before when we had Emma, Emma is a great wrestler, but her character was as dull as they come. When she became evil Emma, she got a little more interesting. You know what I mean? It was more interesting. She got a little more sultry. Her look was coming together. I was like, yes, I'm loving this Emma. I am loving it. I started to become a real big fan of Emma's, and then she got injured. So when people when people are rushing Emma, I'm like, what's the fucking rush? We don't need Emma to rush. I want them to do this right. I want it to be absolutely right. I want Emma to come out on fucking top. I don't want her to just, have a lackluster debut and then just fizzle away into, an Alicia Fox role where she's just the heel. A Dana Brooks role where she just takes the pinfalls. No, we don't want that. So Emma goes ahead and she puts out a tweet. And she's saying, you guys have been so worried about the 4 horsewomen, and now you guys want me to fall to your feet and come when you guys are begging for me? No, I'm on my time. I'm like, yes, Emma. Very heelish. So I'm like, yes, she's got to be a heel. Because all these Emelina makeover and da-da-da, she's so hot. Come on, a hot girl in WWE got to be a fucking heel. That's why I was so mad that they never made Kelly a heel, because she's beautiful. And if she was a heel, it would have been amazing. Kelly as a heel would have fucking made money. And people are like, ooh, Kelly, is he kidding me? What the hell? But think about it. Kelly as a heel, pretty, blonde, looks like a Barbie. Her name is Barbie, for God's sake. As a heel, running around causing trouble, using her good looks, get into it. But I'm excited for Emma. I'm just as excited for Emma as everybody on the internet complaining about where is she and this is bullshit, this, that, and the third. But it's coming, guys. We just got to be patient. Emma will rise, and when she comes, she's here to stay, guys. So let them build this up. Let it keep brewing. It's gonna be great. And when she finally shows up on Monday Night Raw, we're all gonna be gagging. So just wait. I think that's it for Monday Night Raw. I know Lana came out with Rusev. She did a little segment in the ring with Rusev, but she basically just talked about how Enzo's such an idiot. Yeah, nonsense. But Lana, unfortunately, was one of the parts that I had to fast forward because Jared was on my neck like a vampire because he wanted to fucking watch Game of Thrones. So I didn't want to get chewed up. So now, I guess I can move on to SmackDown. Yeah, let's do it. SmackDown this week. SmackDown was pretty good. SmackDown was really good. I actually enjoyed SmackDown. I usually do. I usually enjoy SmackDown. We had a match with Natty and Fabulous. I fucking love Carmella's theme song. I'm just here for it. And now she has that whole new backdrop. It looks like graffiti and the cheetah and the Fabulous. I love the whole production of Carmella coming out to the ring. It's great. The moonwalk, everything. I'm here for it. I love Carmella. So she comes out. Carmella has a match with Natty, who she's been accusing for being the culprit of attacking Nikki Bella. I don't know. I know this storyline has been done numerous times. Who attacked such and such? You guys remember when? What was it? Caitlyn got attacked backstage or some shit like that. And this storyline has been done numerous times, but I'm okay with it. I'm here for it. So Nikki Bella's sitting outside on the commentary table, and she's sitting there with JBL, and JBL's just throwing mad shade, and him and Nikki Bella are going back and forth. And every time they did a headshot of Nikki Bella when they would go close up, I was just wondering, who's doing Nikki Bella's eyebrows? Her eyebrows are on fucking fleek. Nikki Bella's eyebrows are on point. Her makeup is flawless. Her hair looks real healthy and moist. Catch that shade. Real moist. It looks real shiny and healthy. And I love Nikki Bella with black hair. And Ooh, damn, I got distracted. Just like how Natty got distracted by Nikki and then ended up losing the match to Carmella. So Carmella gets the pinfall with a roll-up. I thought it was a great match. I really feel like Carmella and Natty have great chemistry. Maybe it's just Natty, because Natty just can Natty can wrestle a paper bag and make it look amazing. Because Natty eats, breathes wrestling. It's her thing. It's in her blood. And, oh, damn, excuse me. Same with fucking Carmella. Carmella comes from a family of wrestling. Her dad was a wrestler. So, these two put on a great match. I like that, and I actually want to see another match. I do. I want to see another match. I liked it when Carmella was a babyface, and Natty was a heel, and Natty was, jumping Carmella from behind and stuff like that. I love their matches together. And now the roles have been reversed. Well, we kind of don't know, because Natty's kind of like a tweener right now. But they came back right into the fold, and it's great. Good shit. So, Nikki Bella's walking backstage, and her and Natty are just staring at each other, and Natty's just like, I didn't do it, it wasn't me. So I think like Natty's like on trial or something. So I really feel like if this was probably the Attitude Era, we would have had like a trial or something when Natty would be in court as a stand or something. You guys know how ridiculous the Attitude Era was. But I just can't wait to see the outcome and where the storyline's gonna go. It could go anywhere, to be honest with you guys. This is why I like this storyline, because there's so many openings. This can go anywhere. They can bring in anybody into this storyline. It's amazing. But my conclusion is, I think that it's Eva Marie. I think it's gonna be Eva Marie. I think Eva Marie is gonna come and she's gonna be the one to she's the one that knocked out Natty, because Eva Marie is wrapping up all her, her external ventures from WWE that she's been working on. She's been filming movies, her clothing line, photo shoots, calendars, her websites, her store. Eva Marie is just, making that money, baby. And I don't want anybody, he's just a stand for Eva Marie. I'm just speaking the truth. Eva Marie is not one of my favorite wrestlers, but Eva Marie is someone I respect, because this girl is a go-getter. She's a hard worker. Is she the best wrestler? Absolutely not. But the girl's a hard worker. Excuse me. And I feel like there is a place for her in WWE. And she's been proving it. She's proved herself to me. So, I really think that's going to be Eva Marie. That's where I'm betting. That's where my money's on. Or, if it's not Eva Marie, WWE, please throw us the curveball and turn Naomi into the glowing heel. Naomi as a babyface, guys. She's fun. She's flashy. When she's on television, her personality doesn't come across as a babyface. I never. It's a hit or miss. It's really tough with Naomi and her character. It's super hard because of her speaking tone. Naomi has a real southern accent. She's from Florida. You hear her accent. It comes through when she speaks. But I feel like Naomi hasn't found her place with her character. Her in the ring has been fucking flawless. Oh, Naomi. I can tell you guys how much I love Naomi in the ring. Visually, she's perfect. Perfect. She's everything that you would want in a superstar. And that's Naomi. But when it comes to her speaking and developing a character, it never clicks. But when she was in Team Bad and she had the attitude and the hair flips and the I love the what and the snaps and the Z snaps, and Naomi came through with that fucking character in Team Bad. So it wouldn't be a bad idea, but the thing is, she's getting over with this entrance. See, Naomi's in a tough spot. She's in a tough spot. She's getting over right now with the entrance because it's visually beautiful. Like I said earlier, you watch it. Visually, Naomi got it. When Naomi comes out, it's exciting. But when it's time to sell seats, cut a promo, tell a story, I just it's hard to say because I really like Naomi. I just can't connect. I can't. And I'm a big fan of hers, but I just gotta be honest, guys. But I feel like if WWE was to pull the switch and like they did with Carmella, quickly turn Carmella into a heel to feud off with Nikki Bella, if they did the same, because it's working for Carmella, what if it worked for for Naomi? Because we know we got Mickey James coming in, and Mickey James is an automatic babyface. So that's just so listen to me, guys. When with Mickey James coming back in, that's just gonna diminish the glow of Naomi being a babyface. Not diminishing anything else about how great she is and how fun she is to watch and how exciting and talented the woman is. But it's that star power. It's gonna really diminish Naomi. So I feel like if they switch over Naomi and they turn her into a heel, Naomi will stand right the fuck out. Stand out. Come on, she's a heel and she glows in the dark, like real cocky. They could even change the glow. Like, there's so many things they can do. They can make her entrance more sassy, more attitude. They don't have to change the theme song or anything, but Naomi can come out differently. You know what I mean? It could be something else. She could still dance around and really showboat, but she could be more into herself, where she's not high-fiving the crowds and stuff. You know what I mean, guys? Not as jumpy and spinning around and stuff. But it's hard. It's hard, and I really feel for the name Mob. I do feel for them because I feel like Naomi does deserve a big spot when it comes to WrestleMania in her hometown. But my thing is, WWE, we got to get her to that point. We can't just do it because the fans want it. It has to be believable, so it could be successful, guys. That's my one thing with Naomi. And I was kind of disappointed that she wasn't on SmackDown this week. But I feel like with the whole her trending on Twitter and being upset and being vocal about it, and fans backing her up, superstars backing her up, her being a high focal point and Total Divas, I feel like WWE has really got it thrown in their face in some way that they're like, wow, we might be missing the mark with Naomi as a babyface. Maybe we should resort her back into a heel, because that's where her fan base legit grew. That's what Naomi as a heel is, when she evolved into the Naomi she is now. That's when the glow up sneakers came about and all of that. So can you imagine her full on glow as a heel, guys? Think about it. But we can move on from Naomi and the other girls. But Alexa Bliss comes out, and speaking of women on the mic that can tell a story and really captivate an audience and actually have you want to watch the match and actually want to watch her get her ass whooped, is Alexa Bliss. And that's why WWE has passed over the torch to her and put the belt on her, so they can pass it from Becky to Alexa Bliss, because Becky Lynch can fucking talk and hold an audience, and Alexa Bliss can do the same. So they passed over the championship to Alexa Bliss, which is respectable. Like, I understand why that move went to someone as Alexa Bliss. She's talented in the ring and she's talented on the mic. So Alexa Bliss comes out with her championship. The championship looks really good on Alexa Bliss too. Who's standing in the ring is Deonna Purrazzo. She's like WWE's golden indie girl. Like, come on, WWE, just give the girl a fucking contract. We all know who she is now, and we all like her, and she looked beautiful. I love the long Kim Kardashian hair, Deonna. You looked really good on SmackDown. But Alexa Bliss is talking, and Alexa Bliss called her Jane Ellsworth. Jane. I can't. Alexa's so shady, and she's so fun with the way that she shades people, because she gets real creative with it. But I was like, girl, Jane, really? Like, that was easy. But it fit, because I'm so over this Jane Eldridge nonsense. But I hope that Deonna follows the same faith and she ends up getting a contract. Did they give that bastard a contract or not? Maybe they did. WWE is ridiculous. But, Alexa grabs the mic and she shades Deonna, and then she ends up knocking the girl out, and she throws her ass out the ring like trash. And she's like, get out of my ring. Becky Lynch's theme song hits. Becky Lynch comes out, and she throws her shade to Alexa Bliss. I can't really remember what the exchange was. But Becky Lynch ended up challenging Alexa Bliss to a title match, because she's like, last week you were in your ring gear, today you're in your ring gear, what's stopping you? Let's have this match. Alexa Bliss is like, okay, you want this match? Let's get this match. And then Alexa Bliss just slides on the ring. She's like, nope, on my time. You're gonna have this match on my time, bitch. And here comes the money. Shane McMahon comes out doing his little jiggle and jazz. He comes out and he tells Alexa Bliss that her match is happening right now, bitch. So get your ass back into the ring and let's get it popping. So Alexa gets into the ring. Becky are going at it. Becky's getting the upper hand. Alexa Bliss is like, absolutely not. She fakes an injury, and she gets counted out. She retains her title, but Becky Lynch picks up the W, and Alexa Bliss goes off backstage. And then, no, as she's walking up the ramp, Becky Lynch attacks her and throws her back into the ring, and Alexa Bliss started fighting back. And it shows us that she's not really injured. So Alexa Bliss took the easy way out. But it was a good segment between the two of them, and I feel like it's a great build. I feel like these two, they still have a feud in them. I feel like it could still continue on because these two work well together. And I can't wait to see their next match and see how Alexa Bliss is going to get out of this one. So the women of SmackDown are doing good things. They're doing good things. I was thoroughly entertained with it. So yeah, that was SmackDown. Now we can move on to NXT. Hold on, let me take a sip, bitch. We can move on to NXT. The Icons are backstage and they're having an interview on NXT. Now, this is the only thing I watched on NXT this week because I haven't seen everything. There was so much wrestling. There was Lucha Underground. I have yet to watch Lucha Underground. Work has been crazy. So I caught NXT while I was at work. I just had it in the background and I was just listening to it. And then all of a sudden I hear these beautiful, sultry, foreign accents. And I'm like, oh, is that my girls? So I look over and I'm like, yes, it's Peyton and Billie Kay. And these girls are fucking beautiful. They look like Victoria's Secret models. And I love that. They have that old WWE diva look, but they wrestle like the modern era women. Like they actually can get down there and get the job done. So I love that they have that happy medium. And shout out to you guys because I've been following Peyton and Billie Kay on Instagram, and they've been posting pictures of their tour in NXT down in Australia, and they were like so happy that dreams came true, that they're wrestling in front of the biggest crowd that they've ever wrestled in front of their hometown. So shout out to you guys. I love moments like that for the women and the guys when they get to wrestle in, you know, big crowds in front of, you know, people who really matter to them. So I think that was really cool, and they got a lot of love there. So the Icons caught a good promo. Like, these girls are so catty. I remember Peyton was saying something like that. One of the women, the one that was interviewing them, said that they lost, and Billie Kay is like, we didn't lose, Daria lost. And Peyton Royce jumped in and said that Daria is like the weak link and this, that, and the third, and they don't need her. They were just shading Daria. And then all of a sudden Daria pops up and she issues a challenge to the Icons, and she's like, I'm going to let you two figure out which one of you guys it's going to be. So I was like, oh, interesting. So Daria's being thrown into the fold. So I'm like, yes, NXT. Let's get this cracking. But my thing with NXT is, come on, bitch. Come on. You guys are in our show, okay? I don't want to see No Way Jose every fucking week. Why do I always have to see No Way Jose? No Way Jose is not going to work on the main roster. Everybody was all for Emma coming out doing the dance and everything. And oh, it's fun, it's fun, it's fun. You do the dance, you did the snake dance. And then when she got into the main roster, wah, wah, wah. Adam Rose, who's and now, bitch? Nobody. They ended up firing the man. And he didn't even pop off on the main roster. The only thing good for Adam Rose's entrance was that I got to spot out my indie girls. That was the only thing I looked forward to with an Adam Rose fucking segment. Let's be real. And now you got this No Way Jose nonsense. Like, I'm over it. Like, enough NXT. It's not going to work. Triple H, get it together. Bring it in. No. I need more of the Icons. Come on, let's get it. So, and I need some Peyton. I mean, what's homegirl's name? I'm sorry. Liv Morgan. I need some Liv. I need Aaliyah. I need Athena. And I mean, Ember Moon. And Asuka. I don't know. Let's get the women. Come on, NXT. Now, I see what you guys did. You know, you guys lost your roster of women. But now, we're invested. We know the girls. So give us them. And I see that NXT starting to do that now. And they're going to introduce Daria into the fold because I feel like they had to build up the division, and they're doing it all at once. They're doing a pretty good job building the women, but I feel like it's too spread out. We need to bring it in. And I understand it's tough with the touring and the taping, and it's a 1-hour show, and you have title changes over in Osaka, Japan, and you guys want to showcast it on the network, and blah, 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 blah. Like, I understand that shit, but no, I don't care. I want the Icons. I love the Icons. Now I feel like the other people that are bitching about Summer Rae and shit like that, but Summer Rae's injured, guys. The Icons are not. Okay? And Emma didn't have a character for a while, And now they're building up a character. So I understand. When it comes to NXT, I don't get the logic. I just understand there's editing and all these shows and stuff like that. I don't care. Give me a 10-minute segment. Fit it in there. Fit it in there. I feel like NXT has no excuse because it's a taped show. Ooh. So, what else do I got over here? Oh, the troops. Is there anything else I want to speak on NXT? Is there anything else? I'll speak on NXT a little bit later when I get into the rumors. But I think I covered everything. Yeah, so next week we're going to either see Peyton or Billy going up against Daria. And hopefully they just jump her, to be honest. I want a cool little segment with them and then see who comes out for the save. Maybe it'll be Athena. We'll see. We shall see. I wonder who Asuka's going to start feuding with soon. Has there been somebody named yet? I don't know. I hope it's not Athena. Athena, just not yet. Just not yet. But, tribute to the troops. WWE had tribute to the troops this week. I believe it was WWE week on USA. But I did not catch tribute to the troops. I did not, guys. Like I said, I was running around amok yesterday. But I know that Bayley and Dana had a match, and I know that they had a backstage segment with Charlotte. And Charlotte looked cute with her Taylor Swift 2008 hair. It was cute. I love my Charlotte. And Charlotte looked cute with the camo. So Charlotte came out. I believe they had a backstage segment with a dog or something like that. I have yet to see the backstage segment. But I watched clips of the match on WWE.com. WWE's YouTube channel. And Bayley picked up the win with a Bayley to Bayley on Dana Brooke. So I'm glad that my girl got a match, Dana. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that was tribute to the troops. That's all I caught. So I really can't get into it. I know the Shields they reunited. I'm not here for it. I'm like, really, WWE? How cheap? How fucking cheap? You guys are gonna put the fucking Shield together on tribute to the troops for a backstage? Like, was it a match? I don't know, but I just saw a picture of them standing together, and I was just like, now that they're all baby faces. They're all friends again. Like, they forgot what Seth did. Like, I'm not buying it, WWE. I thought that was cheap. It was cheap. Let's move on to Total Divas. Total Divas was a wreck this week. Honestly, I feel like Total Divas this week was a filler. It was a filler episode, and a lot of these reality shows, they do have filler episodes, just like Monday Night Raw. And Smackdown have filler episodes because not every week can be exciting. Not every week can be popping. Because then fans will grow accustomed to it and then there'll be a lackluster of big moments. So, just like The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, there has to be a build for a big climax. Like the whole Emelina right now, there's a whole build and then it'll be the big climax. Boom, baby. So yeah, Renee is home in Vegas. She threw shade to Vegas, Gigi. Gigi from the podcast. She lives in Vegas, and Renee was like, "Who lives in Vegas?" I'm like, "For real, girl. That's the question of the day in our chat room. Who the fuck lives in Vegas?" Listeners, if you live in Vegas, I love you, but I mean, for real, Vegas is scary. You hear nothing about. All you hear is about dead prostitutes, gambling, and drugs, and boxing. Now UFC. That's what Vegas is about. Gambling, hoes, drugs, and combat sports. That's Vegas, baby. But yeah, Renee lives in Vegas with Dean. They moved into a cute little house. The house is actually really cute. I like the house. So she's hosting for her girlfriends, the Bella Twins, and I love her relationship with the Bella Twins. I think it's super cute. Obviously, that her and Brie are like really close. They always hang out and stuff like that. And she's the one that ran back to Brie and told Brie all the mess that Maurice was talking about, as a good girlfriend should. And I know some of the listeners on Twitter try to come at me because of something I said about Renee being messy and chatty and running the business and keeping the drama going, like she's stirring the pot and shit. Absolutely, that is Renee. Renee is chatty. Renee will stir the pot. Renee will get into the mix of things, and Renee will instigate. I mean, she makes a career out of that, and it's part of her personality, and I'm here for it. I didn't say it was anything bad. I just said what I'm just telling you what she's giving me. She's giving me this on TV, and you're gonna get what I'm getting. So That's why I said that. And it's nothing bad. It's amazing for the show. It's great for Total Divas because Renee will go out there and she'll keep things going. And I feel you better believe it, bitch, that if Total Divas continues on, Renee is going to be in every season coming forward. Renee will be on that fucking season because Renee is making it known. Renee has been on every fucking episode of Total Divas that's aired. Think about it. There's been, what, 3 episodes so far? Or maybe 4? Renee's been on each one. So Renee's keeping it going. She's, she's stirring the pot. She's friends with everybody, but she's messy. It's great. That's how you gotta do it. That's how those housewives have been on TV for years. They're all friends with everybody, but they're all fucking messy. So Bree and Daniel were coming over to come hang out with Renee and Dean, and Bree takes it to herself to invite her sister. Now, Bree, what? Like, I understand John, and then another thing. Nikki, why aren't you going on set with your man? Does John not want you there? That's what I'm saying. I know a lot of fucking famous people that would take their significant other, just host them up in a hotel or something that they come home to and blah, blah, blah. But I understand he's working long hours all day. You might not be able to see him, so you'll just be in a hotel all day. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe that's why she'd rather hang out with her sister, I guess. I don't know. But, like, Nikki, why are you always afraid to be alone? Like, I'm starting to notice that about Nikki. She won't sleep in her hotel room alone. She won't stay in the house alone. I think it's that whole twin thing. Like, she has to be with somebody. But, hey, it is what it is. That's your sister, I guess. But I don't blame you, Nikki. I blame Brie. Brie, why the fuck did you insist that your sister come to Renee's house when you guys are doing a couples thing? And I get it, it's your sister, you feel bad, you don't want your sister to stay alone, but she's a big girl, Brie. You don't gotta babysit your sister all the time. Like, do your own thing. Make your own memories with your husband on couples thing, Like, I don't know. Maybe it has to be a twin thing. It has to be. So I might be speaking out of turn. But, so basically Brie tells Renee, is it okay I invited, Nikki? And Renee's like, okay, but I'm not ready for her. I'm not ready to take her. I didn't make up a room for her. I don't have anything that she likes because Renee said it the nicest way. Nikki Bella is bougie. Bougie Bella. That is Nikki. Bougie Bella. And Renee was just like, oh my gosh, she's coming. Oh, I gotta run to the store. I gotta get her shit because this bitch is bougie. She knows her friend. And what a good friend Renee is. Renee got up. As Renee's heading out the door, here comes Nikki with her Uber driver. Nikki comes out in her outfit looking like a hybrid of Brie and Renee. It's cute. So she comes in. She's like, where you going? She's like, oh, I just gotta step out. But she didn't tell her anything. So she gets into the house and she's talking to Brie. And she lets Brie know. She's like, oh, I just saw Renee step out. She's like, yeah, she went to go get stuff for you because she wasn't prepared for you, blah, blah. She's like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't, like, why did you tell me to come? I didn't know that. I thought she knew I was coming. And so, Nikki felt a bit uncomfortable. So, long story short, Nikki ends up going to stay at a hotel because she was just like, no, it's a couples thing. They did this monster truck. They rode dirt bikes and shit. And Nikki was just like, I can't do this stuff. So they Renee planned things, not knowing that Nikki was gonna come. Had she known, Renee wouldn't plan to go monster truck shit. So I feel like Nikki saw it, and Nikki was like, I'm kind of I'm being a bit of a burden. I'm a third wheel. Like, no. I mean, she called her mom. She talked to her mom. And she was just like, no, I'm just going to go stay up at a hotel or whatever. So good for you, Nikki. Like, that was not your fault, girl. You were just coming for a girls trip. You thought it was going to be fun. You guys could just hang out with you and Renee. You know it was going to be a whole couples thing. And Renee didn't even fucking know you were coming. Because Brie didn't even fucking tell you. So that goes to show you how close. That showed me how close Renee and Brie are. Because Renee was just like, whatever, it's my sister. Brie was like, whatever, it's my sister. She's going to come. And Renee will be fine with it. So I was like, okay, that's cool. But, Renee is so like, oh my god, everything gotta be perfect. I live in Vegas. Who the fuck lives in Vegas? Nobody's gonna want to come visit me. It's like fucking Dubai here. It's hotter than the devil's asshole. Like, ugh, I can't. So, she went above and beyond to make everything amazing. Like, the food looked great. The food looked great. I'm a foodie, guys. I am a foodie. And Renee was throwing it in on that girl. Throwing it all in. It looked amazing. The cheese, the wine, the bear. Oh, yes, Renee. Get it all for her. Renee was just slaying over that fucking grill. So, I'm here for it. Renee, if you need anybody to come over for a good kiki, bitch, I'll go to Vegas. I know Vegas is a mess. Actually, I am going to Vegas this summer. But I would go to Vegas, Renee, and I will go hang out with you. Just make sure that man of yours ain't home. No, I'm kidding. Shade. I'm kidding. So it was good. It was good to see Renee get highlighted, because lately she's been interacting with a lot of other people's storylines. That's why I said she's been on every other episode, because she's been getting involved in everybody else's business. So it was nice to see a storyline revolving around Renee. So, and I can't wait to see more of it. We can move on to Lana's wedding. Lana's getting ready to plan her beach wedding. And while she was planning her wedding on Total Divas, she's talking about how she wants a beach wedding and stuff like that. I was like, Lana, really? I thought you were more extravagant. Because, now knowing that she had the Bulgaria wedding and the circus theme wedding and she had the beach wedding, I was just like, damn, Lana, like, you're doing a lot. Lana's extravagant. But as I'm watching on Total Divas, I was like, all she's talking about is this beach wedding. I was like, Lana, that's kind of, like, boring. I can't wait until I hear about the circus and this, that, and the third. So, she's playing it, and then Rusev is not feeling it. He's like, I don't want a beach wedding. He's like, I want to get married in Bulgaria. It's more tradition. It's this, it's that. And I get where he's coming from. And I thought this whole Bulgaria wedding was Lana's idea. Because I loved it. I was like, how fabulous. How elegant. How over the fucking top. Like, how Lana. But it was Rusev. So kudos to fucking Rusev, man. Like, that wedding was beautiful. Like, all the traditions and stuff. I hope it's showcased on the season finale or something of Total Divas. We gotta see this fucking wedding because the pictures are flawless of this Bulgaria wedding. But then again, Lana probably gave her input on the wedding and shit like that. And then Rusev's mom comes and Lana's afraid to let her know that she doesn't want it there and blah 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 blah. And then she yells at her man saying that, well, you didn't even ask my father to take my hand in marriage. Blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And then Rusev ends up asking Lana's father. So, and then Lana changed her mind, long story short. And she decided to do her wedding in Bulgaria and have 2 weddings, which I thought was cute. Side note, Lana's brother is cute. I know you thirsty hoes that be listening to this show caught that shit too. He is a cutie. So, moving on. Lana's mother-in-law is sweet. I could tell that they get along. And I love how she was like going off in Bulgaria to Rusev about the wedding. Like, why isn't she doing the wedding? Why does she want it over here? And Lana can like pick up on the language and shit like that. And I can relate to Lana 100% when it comes to picking up languages because I'm Cape Verdean. I can speak Creole. It's another language. Like, minha sabe papo Creole muito bem. Antes que talento papo conhece Creole também. Nós igual gosto conhece sintonhas que sabe. Coisa que se franhos, mas se franhos e coisa que se papo de nós show. Sabe? There you go, guys. So, it's very similar to Spanish. So, when I hear somebody speaking Spanish, I can pick up on what they're saying if I really listen in and pay attention. But I can't tell you verbatim exactly what they're saying. But when it came to Lana listening too, it was the same thing. So I could connect with her. Like, she knows what they're talking about, but she didn't know exactly the points are. Like, she knows the high points, but she didn't know what's leading to it. So I was like, this is pretty cool. I was like, I can relate to Lana on that. So Lana knew that they were talking about the fucking wedding. And then Lana was like, oh my God, like, Jesus Christ. And then Lana goes and she looks at the cheese. She's like, oh, they have my favorite cheese because American cheese is disgusting. I was like, yes, Lana. And then she goes up to Rusev and she's like, what were you talking to about your mother? I know you were talking about that. And Rusev just gives her kisses. He's like, mwah, mwah, mwah. I was like, oh, that's so sweet. I love Lana and Rusev. And I also love how Rusev wanted to hide the stripper pole from Mama Rusev. He was like, oh, my mom's coming. We gotta take the stripper pole down. No, we cannot have the stripper pole up. And they're taking down the stripper pole. And when Rusev's mom shows up into the house, she's like, what is this? And he's like, oh, it's to hold up the wall. It makes the wall strong. And then Lana's mom helped out. She's like, yeah, all the houses have it. I thought that was a cute, quirky moment. So it's cool that the Rusevs are just as crazy as the Harts. So I love the whole household. I love the family dynamics. And Lana's parents live with her. It's cute. It's cute. And I'm a big fan of when these reality shows, when they have women on these reality shows and they introduce their families, because their families bring a whole nother storyline into the TV shows. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, so we can move on to Maryse wanting to... Maryse. whatever. You guys always come for me on how I say this girl's name, but she can't even pronounce Eva Marie. Ooh. She called her Ava. I'm like, did she just meet her? What? I'm like, okay. Hey, it is what it fucking is. My girl Maurice. Maurice, you know I love you down, Maurice. I love you down. I've been a fan of Maurice for years. But Maurice, that confessional look, I'm not feeling that confessional look. You are overly tan, girl, and you're too blonde. You look like... I'm not even gonna say it. But I just didn't like it. I don't like it. She's too tan. Her hair's too light. No, it's not working. She looks like... Alright. You guys don't watch Game of Thrones. Oh, come on, guys. You guys gotta watch Game of Thrones. She looks like a overcooked Khaleesi's. But anyways, Maurice is just chilling at work, and then she's checking on her home security, and she sees a man lurking around outside of her home. She's like, what the fuck is going on? In her mother's home, her mom's calling her, telling her there's a man outside, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. She's like, call the police. She's going off in French. She's going off in English. She's cussing. She's swearing. She's walking up. She's walking down. She's flipping her hair. She's looking at her phone. Maurice is just doing the most. And... long story short, she sits down with her husband and she's like, listen, we need to get a gun. I don't feel safe. You're going away on a movie. Her husband's like, nope, I don't want a gun. I don't want to hear it. Done. So she goes, she confides herself to her friend Ava. And she's telling Ava, oh, I'm not feeling it. This, that, and the third. I want a gun. Do you know a place? And Eva's like, yeah, I know a place. Let's go. Let's do it. Eva's a down-ass bitch. Before they did that, they were playing Home Alone, setting booby traps and shit in the house. Girl, everybody's done that as a kid after we watched Home Alone. So I thought it was fun and cute that these two played her out like that. Two grown-ass women acting a mess. But it was a fun segment. Then they went to the shooting range to learn gun safety, gun control. And Eva and Maurice was shooting out guns. Maurice got a headshot and blah, 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 blah. Here's my thing. I don't know about guns. I don't like guns. I don't want to hear of guns. I want guns to be taken off the streets. I don't want more guns out in the streets. I don't care if it's legal. I don't care if you're no, I'm just not here. I'm not here for it. That's just my opinion. No, guns are scary. So yeah, that was that. Long story short, she ends up buying a gun, and then she calls her husband, and she tells her husband. Her husband's like, you know what? I'm kind of pissed that you went behind my back to do this, but I was going to tell you, yeah, I think you should have a gun. I feel more comfortable when I'm away in your home with a gun. Whatever. That's their opinion. They feel like they need a gun in their household. Go for it. Me, I'm kind of scared. No, guns are scary. So, yeah, that was Total Divas this week. I really feel like it was a filler episode for more to come. I feel like this has been a great season for a filler episode. There was still some things going on Total fucking Divas. And it was great. I was entertained. I wasn't bored. It was a good episode. So now we can move on into the news and stuff that's going on in WWE. There's a new championship. The United Kingdom Championship. It's been, they showed us a picture of it. They had a press conference over in the UK. They announced that there's going to be a big tournament for this championship. And it's going to feature all these indie wrestlers from all over the world, I'm assuming. Maybe some guys from the UK, Great Britain. I don't know if it's just exclusive for Great Britain people. I hope not. But I really don't know. I just caught wind of this earlier today. And all I can tell you guys, what I do know, is that championship is fucking flawless. That is a beautiful belt. And whoever's designing the belts for WWE currently, right now, is doing an amazing job. I love every single one of those belts. You guys ain't complaining about the Women's Championship belt anymore, are you guys? You guys ain't complaining about the Universal title anymore, are you guys? I don't hear it. If it's happening, I ain't hearing it, because it's less of it. Because people got accustomed to it, they got used to it, and they actually realized that, you know, these belts aren't so bad. They're actually good-looking belts. After you seeing them on your favorite superstar, and you're watching the belts like actually develop prestige and shit like that, you actually develop respect for these belts. So, but this United Kingdom belt, off the gate, bitch, it'll come through. That belt is beautiful. I want that belt. I'll be in fucking the UK in May, bitch. Set up that tournament. I'll be there. I'll clothesline a couple of Brits for that fucking belt. That belt's gorgeous. But yeah, it's a beautiful belt. Speaking of belts, Women of Honor is also debuting a belt for the women on the Women of Honor. You guys know that we're big fans of the Women of Honor, the Ring of Honor's women's division, and they're finally debuting a belt for the women for their roster. They're really trying to secure a roster and get it going with these women and actually issue out contracts for these women. Super excited for that. So it's going to be interesting to see who captures the Women of Honor Championship. I'm pretty sure we're going to see that really, really soon. Moving on from that, we have Y2J and William Regal's little Twitter shade off, you guys. Now listen to this. Let me break it down for you, baby. Here's the thing. The Revival posted up a GIF of them doing the shatter machine. I believe that's what they call it. Because I believe Kevin Owens and Jericho are doing the shatter machine right now. Very similar to how they do it. You know, Jericho has the code breaker and shit. But Jericho, that is not your move. But apparently, Jericho and Owens have been doing this thing. And the Revival posted it, top guys, trying to be shady. And Jericho was being super fucking shady, telling them that they need to respect the people who came before them. And that they're just indie kids. Like, just being super disrespectful. So William Regal got involved. And I can tell you guys what William Regal said, because I have it right there. And William Regal read Jericho his fucking rights and told him where he can go sit, where he can have those several seats. William Regal said, "The tens and thousands of us that came before you are all thankful you invented everything, Chris. Again, thank you." Ooh, the shade. Like, Jericho, you didn't make up shit. Okay, now this is a move that they popularized. Like, we know this move as a shatter machine. This is the move that won them championships, and they do it as a tag fucking team. Jericho, you know I love you, but that was just so fucking ridiculous that you're really gonna come for them on a move that they've been doing, a move that that's their signature move. That's the move that we know that's won them two NXT tag team championships. It's the move that we all look forward to see. It's the move that they execute so beautifully when they're in their matches, because those two, every time they're in a fucking tag match, I'm watching that shit, because those two work well together. They're a fucking machine together. They work well together, and they popularized that fucking finisher. And then for you, a guy at your level, a guy at Kevin Owens' level, who's WWE Heavyweight Champion on Monday Night Raw, their pilot show, you guys are gonna go over there and do their move. That's supposed to be a move to wow us when they come on to Monday Night Raw. And then for you to come at them and tell them to stop being disrespectful this time and the third, all they did was just being funny and being heels, but you want to be mad about it and petty. So I'm glad that William Regal stepped in for the Young Bucks and, well, not the Young Bucks, you know what I mean, for the Revival. And he had their backs. Those are his boys. And he knows that they work fucking hard. So Jericho, take that seat and put yourself on your list, because that was a fucking mess. Please, do it quickly. So yeah, speaking of the indies, the American Dream is on his way. Cody Rhodes is joining the Bullet Club. They dropped a whole little promo this past week, and he's just sitting down. He's talking about his past characters. Really cool. It's like a smoky room and everything. He's talking about all his past characters, but none of us have seen the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes is going to become the new member of the Bullet Club. Well, that's what the promo is trying to allude us to. So you never know with wrestling. Wrestling always wants to guide you one way and then throw you over, bitch, and be like, "Whoa, I didn't see that coming." But I think it would be really cool if he's billed as the American Nightmare. It's a cool little homage to his dad, and he's a heel. It'll work really well with the Bullet Club with Cody Rhodes. So I'm excited to see this happen. I know that Wrestle Kingdom starts. Wrestle Kingdom is going to be on, I believe, in January. It's shortly after the New Year. So I believe that's when he's going to debut at Wrestle Kingdom in Japan. It's like the WrestleMania for New Pro Japan, where Shinsuke Nakamura came from and all of that. That's where he used to have his iconic matches. Finn Balor had matches there. Fucking AJ Styles, that's where they had like all those slayful matches that you guys see gifs of, is at Wrestle Kingdom and shit. So Cody Rhodes will be debuting there. So get ready, you guys. I know it's overseas and stuff like that. But WWE, I spoke of this on a couple of shows ago, WWE is trying to work on a contract where they will start airing Wrestle Kingdom and Ring of Honor stuff, basically where they rent out spots for the network, and they could do stuff like that. Okay, so that's, Wrestle Kingdom. We'll see Cody Rhodes. And other news and rumors, WWE has signed 3 Indian women. I can't remember everybody's name that they signed. I know they signed some girl, Evie, Lovelace, and I can't remember who the third girl was. I can't remember. Sorry, guys. Cannot remember. But it's been rumored. I haven't seen anything. If anything been confirmed, if it's been confirmed, I'm sure you guys in the comments will let me know that it has been confirmed, that they've been signed, and they're going to be, brought into the Performance Center down in Florida, and they're going to start training, try to develop characters, and try to make their way onto NXT and furthermore. So, super excited for those girls. Those girls are all hard workers, and it's a big deal to get signed by WWE and get a WWE contract, bitch. Like, are you kidding me? Also, there's been rumors with this signing of all these indie girls, you got Mary Dobson and all of them down at NXT, and you got Mickie James coming back. There's been rumors that WWE plans on doing 20 Women's Royal Rumble this year at the Rumble, and I will get my life if they do something like that. If they do a Women's Royal Rumble, that would be pretty awesome. Honestly, I feel like that would be a great spot for Emelina to debut. It would be in the Women's Royal Rumble if they were to do it. Maybe prolong her debut until then. I think that would be cool. But right now it's just a rumor. It's just a rumor right now. We don't know for sure if it's going to happen or not. But I'm hopeful. I hope it happens. It's going to be Smackdown and Raw pay-per-view, so it's possible all the women will be there. So it's something that could happen this year. It's something, they've been doing things out of the box. Like we got Iron Woman's match, we got a tables match this year, we got a Falls Count Anywhere match, a no DQ match with the women's, Hell in a Cell. I think I said that already. But so it's possible. It could happen, you guys. So just be hopeful. Don't get all upset if it doesn't happen because they never told us it was going to happen. It's just a rumor. But I think it'd be interesting. They have the talent to do it. They definitely do. They have, come on, the likes of Nia Jax are returning, Mickie James, Nikki Bella, Charlotte, and Sasha, who's been killing the game. Well, Sasha's a champion. So is Alexa Bliss. Maybe they could put Alexa and Bliss and Sasha in a match. Something. I don't know. Just get it popping. Make it happen. But it's something to think of, WWE. So if they decide to do 20 Women's Royal Rumble, I'm here for it. Bring some girls over from the NXT just for the Royal Rumble. Some indie girls. Make it a 30 woman. It would be different. It would be something to talk about. It'll be the first ever Women's Royal Rumble. That's amazing. So, I don't know if WWE would do it. I hope. It'd be something interesting, something new, fresh. They are trying to turn the division around and actually, have people look at the women and take them seriously. That's one way to do it. Is to have a Women's Royal Rumble match, bitch. But yeah, I've said a lot. I have. I'm so tired of talking, guys. I've been talking for an hour straight without shutting up. Usually I have somebody on the podcast that will cut me off for a minute so I could just, collect myself, catch a breath. But not this week, guys. But it was super fun. I feel like I held my own. I did all right. But I just can't talk anymore, guys. I'm sorry. But I know I say a lot every fucking week on this show. I talk the most out of everybody. And I always tell them, cut me off, bitch. If I'm talking too much, just cut me the fuck off because I won't know when to fucking shut up. But now I had a whole hour and I just can't shut up. And now I can't wait to shut up. I feel like my voice is cracking. But I'm not Sam Roberts. Well, I think Sam Roberts does his shows in parts. No shade. Also, shout out to Lillian Garcia. Lillian, your podcast is super entertaining, very emotional, and very different from the other podcasts out there. Like, she's interviewing the women of wrestling. I think it's super cool. She had Brie Bella on the show. She had Tori Wilson on the show. And she recently had Trish Stratus on the show. And all interviews were amazing. I can't say all interviews were amazing because I didn't watch the Brie Bella one. Because I feel like, honestly, Brie, I already know your story. So I just didn't I don't know, I just didn't get any interest to click onto it. But I kind of feel shitty for saying that. So I'm actually going to go listen to it. And then next week I'll probably apologize. But I'll listen to it, Brie. I'll listen to it. But I listened to the Tori Wilson one, which was really good. It was really good. Her and Lillian have some great stories, and then the Trish Stratus and Lillian one was super emotional because they're genuine friends and they're really good friends and stuff like that. So it was nice to hear. And the Tori Wilson one was really emotional because her and Lillian had that whole bulimic eating disorder connection. So Lillian really gets into it. She really gets deep into it. So it was pretty good. So I suggest you guys go check out Lillian Garcia's podcast. Is pretty cool. It's on, I believe, with the AfterBuzz people, AfterBuzz Studios. They gave her own show. So now she's competing with Podcast One, with the likes of Jericho and Stone Cold Steve Austin and JR, and also Sam Roberts, who Sam Roberts does his own thing, and she's competing with him too. So it's nice that the women have a platform. Just like over here, the women have a platform on TPP. On our podcast, we talk mainly about the women. We'll talk about the guys here and there, but our whole show is geared towards the women. But yeah, guys, I said a lot. I said too damn much on this episode. I feel like I'm not even going to have a voice tomorrow, to be honest with you guys. But I want to thank you guys for sticking through it and listening to a whole show with just Jimmy Vibes, baby. Thanks for listening, guys. Toodaloo.